Hello and welcome to the audiobook, Rhythm and Ritual, The Lost Art of Resonance in Business, narrated by the author, Christina Gomes. Hi, that's me. Introduction. Out beyond the ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. I'll meet you there. Rumi. I lay in a hammock. The rice paddies meet the sky in a sacred rendezvous. It's 2018. I'm interested in the meeting points, the points that connect the farthest reaches of the universe to the marrow of my bone. I'm contemplating how I can make hammock life a full-time gig. I met a monk who spoke an ancient language, and it awakened something in me that felt a little like truth. You see, I didn't feel like waking up every day to go to a job that stifled my creativity, to pay for a car that polluted the air, to drive to the job that bored me to tears was my truth. So a few weeks ago, I bought a one-way ticket to Thailand to sit with a Vedic monk. He spoke in a booming voice that dissipated confusion. I felt what resonance meant. Guru, meaning dispeller of darkness, could also mean illuminator of truth. As his message moved from right beneath his sternum, I felt like I had ripped a bong full of DMT and was having a meeting with the planet. But the planet Jupiter represents expansion, abundance, and wisdom. It's the cosmic teacher pushing us to explore beyond our comfort zones and seek higher truths. It's the great sage that people travel up mountains to meet, who holds great teachings and shares them in abundance. Sitting there, bathed in the monk's wisdom, I realized how much of my life was out of sync with the natural rhythms of the cosmos. I was living on someone else's time, following a beat that wasn't mine. The monk's teachings were a ritual in themselves, a practice of tapping into the deeper truths of existence. His words were not just spoken, they resonated, creating waves of realization that washed over me. Each syllable was a call to align with the universal rhythms, to live in harmony with the cycles of nature. In business, rituals create structure and meaning. They ground us and connect us to a larger purpose, whether it's a morning meditation, a weekly planning session, or the weekly call with your mentor. These rituals anchor us in the present and align us with our goals. As female founders looking to create a lasting legacy, we often face the pitfalls of trying to emulate the habits of a six-figure CEO without understanding the deeper alignment needed. The pressure to constantly hustle, the fear of not being enough, and the struggle to balance our personal and professional lives can be overwhelming. I've been there, burning the candle at both ends, feeling the weight of expectations, and losing touch with my true self. Fast forward to 2024, and now I have a six-figure business, but more importantly than that, I'm leaving a legacy of love, teaching other female founders how to build and grow their legacies. Using rhythm, ritual, and resonance, I overcame the tendency to compare myself. I learned to honor my natural cycles, create sacred rituals that nurtured my soul, and find a resonance that made my work feel like an extension of who I am. This alignment didn't just bring success, it brought fulfillment, joy, and a sense of purpose that transcends financial gain. This book is your guide to finding that same alignment. It's about embracing the rhythms of the universe, creating rituals that ground and inspire you, and finding a resonance that makes your work a true expression of your soul. Welcome to a journey of transformation where business meets the sacred and success is redefined. The monk's words were like a cosmic tuning fork, vibrating through me, reminding me of the lost art of rhythm. Not just any rhythm, but the sacred, natural rhythms that govern everything, from the tides to our very heartbeat. This is the rhythm I desire to align with, to bring forth in my business and life. As I left the ashram, the rice paddies shimmering under the Thai sun, I felt a profound shift. I wasn't just seeking success, I was seeking alignment and resonance with the universe. I knew I needed to integrate these rhythms into my work to create a life that didn't just look good on paper, but felt good to my soul. This book is an invitation to explore these rhythms, to align your business with the natural cycles of the planets, and to discover the profound impact this alignment can have on your messaging, your creativity, and your overall success. Let's dive into the cosmic dance and find the beat that resonates with your soul. Chapter 1. The concept of planetary influence. Now let's get one thing straight. Planets aren't just distant balls of gas and rock floating in the void. They're powerful morphic fields, pulsating with energy that influences everything from the tides to the rhythm of your heartbeat. Imagine them as cosmic maestros, each conducting their own symphony that syncs up with the different aspects of our lives. What's a morphic field, you ask? All right, let's break it down. Imagine morphic fields as these invisible blueprints that hold all the patterns and memories of everything that has ever existed. Think of them as the cosmic memory banks, where all the experiences, behaviors, and structures are stored. These fields influence how things develop and behave. So when we tap into these fields, we're connecting with the collective wisdom and experience of everything that came before us, helping us align and resonate with the natural rhythms of the universe. Imagine there's a giant invisible spider web that covers the whole world. This web remembers everything that has ever happened. When a baby spider is born, it knows how to spin a web because it can feel the patterns and memories in the big web. So everything new, like plants or animals, knows what to do and how to grow because they can feel the information from this magical spider web. Planets work the same way. They send out waves of energy that influence our thoughts, emotions, and actions, just like the spider web guides the baby spider. So how planetary energies influence our lives and business. Do you ever notice how some days you're on fire and others you can't even? That's planetary influence at work. Mercury's got your back when you're nailing that presentation, while Venus might be why you feel so damn charming on that date. These energies play out in our business too. Aligning with planetary rhythms can make your work feel less like a grind and more like a groove. Introduction to the 7 classical planets. Let's break down the big players in this celestial symphony. The sun, related to Sunday, the core of your being, shining a light on your identity and purpose. It's the look at me energy, vital for leadership and creativity. The moon, Monday, governs your emotions and intuition. It's your inner world, whispering secrets in the quiet moments. Mars, Tuesday, action, assertiveness, and drive. Mars is your inner warrior, pushing you to get things done. Mercury, Wednesday, the messenger. Communication, intellect, and travel are its domains. If you've got a message to share, Mercury's your guy. Jupiter, related to Thursday, expansion, abundance, and wisdom. It's the teacher and the benefactor urging you to grow and explore. Venus, Friday, love, beauty, and harmony. Venus brings the pleasure principle, making things more enjoyable, and she is your receptive force. Saturn, related to Saturday, discipline, structure, and responsibility. Saturn's the tough love coach, reminding you that growth requires effort. Each day of the week pulses with the energy of its ruling planet. By tuning into these rhythms, you can align your actions and messaging with the natural flow of the cosmos, making your efforts feel more like a dance than a drudge. Next up, we'll dive into how you can practically align with each planet's energy to amplify your message and resonate with your audience, no matter your birth chart. Chapter 2, Aligning Your Message with the Moon's Magic. Let's talk about the moon. She's more than just a pretty face in the night sky. The moon governs our emotions, intuition, and inner world. Aligning your business and messaging with her phases can create a powerful rhythm that feels natural and resonates deeply with your audience. The phases of the moon and their influence. New moon, a time for new beginnings and setting intentions. Just as the moon begins a new cycle, so can you. Use this phase to plan and strategize. Think about what new projects or ideas you want to bring to life. An action step. Write down your goals for the coming month. What do you want to achieve, and how do you want to feel? Waxing crescent moon. As the moon grows, so should your efforts. This is a time for building, developing, and putting your plans into action. And so for an action step, start working on your new projects during this moon phase. Focus on growth and expansion. Next, we have the first quarter, a time for making decisions and overcoming obstacles. Challenges may arise, but this is your chance to make adjustments and stay on course. Your action step here is to review your progress, what's working, what's not, and adjust your strategy accordingly. Next up, we have the waxing gibbous moon, fine-tuning and refining. You're almost at the full moon, so it's time to polish your projects and get ready for the big reveal. Here, you want to refine your work, make any necessary tweaks, and ensure everything is just right. Next, we have the full moon, the culmination of your efforts. This is a time of clarity, celebration, and harvest. It's the perfect time to launch new products, making important announcements, and engaging with your audience. Here, you want to celebrate your success, share your achievements with your audience, and engage with them and bask in that lunar glow. Next, we have the waning gibbous, a time for sharing and introspection. Reflect here on what you've learned and start planning for the future. Here, you want to share your knowledge and insights with your audience. Reflect on your journey and plan your next steps. Next up, we have the last quarter moon. Release and let go. It's time to clear out what no longer serves and make space for new opportunities. During this time, you get to identify what needs to be released, let go of anything that's holding you back. Then we have the waning crescent moon. Time for rest and recharge. The moon is preparing for a new cycle, and so should you. Use this time to rest, reflect, and prepare for the next new moon. Here, take care of yourself, rest and recharge. Reflect on the past month and prepare for the new cycle ahead. Practical steps in aligning with the moon's magic. Create a lunar calendar. Keep track of the moon phases and plan your business activities accordingly. Use a lunar calendar to stay in sync with the moon's rhythm. 2. Set intentions. Use the new moon to set clear intentions for your business. Write them down and revisit them regularly. 3. Reflect and adjust. During the full moon, take time to reflect on your progress, celebrate your success, and make any necessary adjustments. And 4. Rest and recharge. Honor the moon's natural cycle by allowing yourself time to rest and recharge during the waning phase. In conclusion of the moon, aligning your business with the moon's phases can create a powerful and natural rhythm that enhances your creativity, productivity, and overall well-being. By tapping into the moon's magic, you can bring a deeper sense of harmony and resonance to your work, creating a business that feels as good as it looks. Embrace the lunar rhythm and let the moon guide you on your journey to success. Next up, we have Chapter 3, Mars, igniting action and courage. Mars, the red planet, is all about action, courage, and drive. Notice the warrior of the zodiac, Mars rules over your inner fire, pushing you to take bold steps and assert yourself in the world. Let's dive into how you can harness Mars energy to fuel your business and amplify your message. Mars represents raw energy, passion, and the willingness to fight for what you want. It's the force that gets you out of bed in the morning, ready to tackle whatever comes your way. When you align with Mars, you tap into a wellspring of motivation and assertiveness, helping you overcome obstacles and pursue your goals with vigor. Mars in action. Initiation. Mars thrives on starting new projects. Use this energy to kick off new ventures, launch campaigns, or begin tasks that require a burst of enthusiasm. Your action step here is to identify a project you've been putting off and take the first step today. Channel Mars, boldness to get things moving. Courage. Mars encourage you to face your fears and take risks. Whether it's pitching a big client or sharing a controversial opinion, Mars gives you the courage to act. Action step here, do one thing that scares you this week. Embrace this discomfort and watch your confidence grow. And 3, assertiveness. This planet is all about standing your ground and asserting your needs. Use Mars energy to set boundaries and communicate clearly. Your action step here, practice saying no to something that doesn't serve you. Assert your needs and see how it feels to honor your boundaries. Mars in business. In business, Mars influence can be a game changer. It drives you to take decisive action, chase opportunities, and push through challenges. Here's how to harness Mars's energy in your personal life. 1, goal setting. 2, leadership. 3, overcoming obstacles. And your practical steps to aligning with Mars are physical activity, action lists, and visualization. By aligning with Mars, you can ignite your inner fire and bring a new level of passion and determination to your business. Embrace the warrior within and let Mars guide you towards bold actions and courageous decisions. Remember, with Mars on your side, no obstacle is too great and no goal is out of reach. Next, we'll explore the communicative power of Mercury and how to harness its energy for effective messaging, as my little cat meows. Get ready to become a master of communication, guided by the swift and agile Mercury. Chapter 4, Mercury, Mastering Communication and Messaging. Mercury, the swift-footed messenger of the gods, rules over communication, intellect, and adaptability. Known for its speed and agility, Mercury helps us express ourselves clearly, think quickly, and navigate the ever-changing landscape of business. Let's dive into how you can harness Mercury's energy to enhance your communication and amplify your message. The energy of Mercury. Mercury's influence is all about clarity, swiftness, and adaptability. It governs how we process information, communicate ideas, and adapt to new situations. By aligning with Mercury, you can sharpen your communication skills and ensure your message resonates with your audience. Mercury in action, clear communication, quick thinking, and adaptability. Mercury in business. In business, Mercury's influence is invaluable. It helps you communicate effectively with clients, colleagues, and your audience, ensuring your message is heard loud and clear. Now here's how to harness Mercury's energy in your personal life and your professional life. 1, effective messaging. Mercury's clarity helps you craft compelling messages that resonate with your audience. Whether it's marketing copy, social media posts, or presentations, Mercury ensures your communication is on point. Action step. Review your current messaging, simplify and clarify your content to enhance its impact. Networking. Mercury's sociable nature makes it easier to connect with others. Use this energy to build relationships and expand your network. The action step here is attend networking events or engage with your online community. Focus on building meaningful connections over transactions only. 3, problem solving. Mercury's quick thinking aids in solving problems efficiently. When challenges arise, tap into Mercury's energy to find creative solutions. The action step here is approach a current business challenge with a fresh perspective. Brain blossom multiple solutions and choose the best one. Practical steps to align with Mercury are daily writing, active listening, and mindful exercises. In conclusion, by aligning with Mercury, you can master communication and messaging, embrace Mercury's clarity, agility, and adaptability to enhance your business practices and ensure your message resonates with your audience. Remember, with Mercury on your side, your communication will be swift, clear, and impactful. Next, we'll explore the expansive energy of Jupiter and how to harness its gifts of growth, abundance, and wisdom. Get ready to expand your horizons and elevate your business to new heights. Chapter 5, Jupiter. Expand horizons and embrace abundance. Jupiter, the giant of the solar system, embodies expansion, abundance, and wisdom. Known as the planet of growth and opportunity, Jupiter encourages us to aim high and embrace boundless possibilities of life. Let's dive into how to harness Jupiter's energy to elevate your business and welcome prosperity, the energy of Jupiter. Jupiter's influence is all about growth, optimism, and the pursuit of knowledge. It's the planet that pushes us to explore new horizons and seek wisdom, and believe in the abundance of the universe. Aligning with Jupiter can help you expand your business, attract opportunities, and cultivate a mindset of abundance. Jupiter in action: expansion, optimism, and knowledge. 1. Expansion. Jupiter loves growth and encourages us to think big. Use this energy to expand your business, whether it's through scaling your operations, launching new products, or entering new markets. Identify one area of your business that you can expand. Create a plan and take the first step towards growth. Optimism. Jupiter's energy is inherently positive, fostering a sense of optimism and enthusiasm. This mindset can help you overcome challenges and stay motivated. Start a gratitude journal each day. Write down things that you're grateful for to cultivate a positive outlook. And knowledge. Jupiter rules over higher education and pursuit of wisdom. This energy, you're able to learn new skills, gain knowledge, and seek mentorship here. Enroll in a course or find a mentor who can help you grow professionally and personally. In business, Jupiter's influence can lead to significant growth and success. Here's how to harness Jupiter's energy in your professional life. 1. Visionary goals. Jupiter inspires big visionary goals. Set ambitious targets for your business and believe in your ability to choose them and achieve them. Write down your long-term vision for your business. Break it down into actionable steps and start working towards it. 2. Networking and opportunities. Jupiter's expansive energy makes it easier to connect with others and attract opportunities. Use this energy to build your network and seize new opportunities. The action step here is to attend industry events, join professional groups, or reach out to potential collaborators. Focus on expanding your network. And 3, abundance mindset. Embrace a mindset of abundance, believing there are enough resources and opportunities for everyone. This mindset attracts prosperity and success. The action step here is to repeat a statement that I am open to receive, or there is plenty enough to go around. Some practical steps to align with Jupiter: goal setting, continuous learning, and generosity. With goal setting, set big, ambitious goals and create a roadmap to achieve them. Jupiter's energy supports expansive thinking and planning. The action step here is to create a vision board that represents your biggest goals and dreams. Use it as a daily reminder of what you're working towards. Continuous learning. Commit to lifelong learning and personal growth. Jupiter's energy supports the pursuit of knowledge and wisdom. The action step here is to allocate time each week for learning. This could be reading a book, taking courses, or attending workshops. And then generosity. Jupiter's energy is generous and giving. Practice generosity in your business, whether it's through sharing knowledge, helping others, or giving back to the community. When you give value, this is how you grow a business based in value. The action step here is to identify ways you can be more generous in your business. This could be mentoring someone, offering free resources, or supporting a cause you care about. By aligning with Jupiter, you can tap into the expansive energy that fosters growth, abundance, and wisdom. Embrace Jupiter's optimism and generosity to elevate your business and attract opportunities. Remember, with Jupiter on your side, the sky's the limit. Next, we'll explore the harmonious energy of Venus, how to harness its gifts of love, beauty, and harmony in your business. Get ready to infuse your work with the enchanting influence of Venus. Chapter 6, Venus, embracing love, beauty, and harmony. Venus, the goddess of love and beauty, infuses our lives with harmony, pleasure, and aesthetics. Known for her ability to attract and enchant, Venus governs relationships, creativity, and the arts. Let's dive into how you can harness Venus energy to create a business that is not only successful, but also beautiful and harmonious. The energy of Venus. Venus's influence is all about attraction, beauty, and balance. She encourages us to seek harmony in our relationships and surroundings, to appreciate beauty in all its forms, and to create with love and passion. Aligning with Venus can help you build a business that feels as good as it looks, attracting clients and opportunities with ease. Venus in action. Attraction. Venus is the master of attraction, drawing people and opportunities to you effortlessly. Use this energy to create a magnetic presence that draws clients and collaborators in. The action step here is to enhance your personal and business branding. Make sure your online presence is visually appealing and reflects your unique style. Your messaging can also be appealing and reflect your unique style. 2. Beauty. Venus loves beauty and aesthetics. Incorporate her energy into your work by creating visually pleasing and harmonious environments. The action step here is to redesign your workspace or refresh your branding materials to reflect beauty and harmony. 3. Harmony. Venus seeks balance and harmony in relationships and environments. Foster positive interactions and create a harmonious work atmosphere. The action step here is to focus on building strong positive relationships with your clients and your team. Practice active Venus in business. In business, Venus's influence can elevate your brand and attract clients who resonate with your values and aesthetic. Here's how to harness Venus energy in your professional life. 1. Your brand aesthetics. 2. Your client relationships. And 3. Your creative projects. 1. Brand aesthetics. Venus's love for beauty makes it essential to have a visually appealing brand. This includes your logo, website, social media, and any other visual elements. The action step here is to conduct a brand audit. Ensure that all visual aspects of your brand are cohesive and reflect the beauty and harmony of Venus. 2. Client relationships. Venus governs love and relationships. Build strong, lasting relationships with your clients by showing appreciation and creating positive interactions. The action step here, implement a client appreciation program. This could be through personalized thank you notes, special discounts, or exclusive content. 3. Creative projects. Venus thrives on creativity. Use her energy to infuse your projects with passion and artistic flair. The action step here is to set aside time for creative exploration, whether it's brain blossoming new ideas or engaging in an artistic hobby. Let your creativity flow. Practical steps to align with Venus. Daily rituals related to beauty, mindful relationships, and creative expression. Daily beauty rituals. Incorporate small acts of beauty into your daily routine. This could be as simple as arranging fresh flowers on your desk or lighting a scented candle. The action step here is to create a daily ritual that celebrates beauty. Start your day with something that makes you feel good and enhances your environment. 2. Mindful relationships. Focus on creating harmonious and positive relationships in your business. Practice kindness, empathy, and active listening. The action step here is to reach out to a client or colleague and express genuine appreciation for them. Foster a culture of positivity and support. 3. Creative expression. Dedicate time to creative pursuits that bring you joy and inspiration. This will not only enhance your work, but also attract like-minded clients. The action step here is to schedule regular creative sessions. Use this time to explore new ideas, experiment with different mediums, and let your artistic side shine. By aligning with Venus, you can bring love, beauty, and harmony into your business. Embrace Venus's energy to create a brand that is not only successful, but also attractive and harmonious. Remember, with Venus on your side, your business will radiate beauty and attract abundance effortlessly. Next, we'll explore the disciplined energy of Saturn and how to harness its gifts of structure, responsibility, and perseverance. Get ready to build a solid foundation for lasting success. Chapter 7: Building Structure and Embracing Responsibility. Saturn, the great taskmaster of the zodiac, is all about discipline, structure, and responsibility. Known for its tough love approach, Saturn encourages us to build solid foundations and embrace the long-term vision. Let's dive into how you can harness Saturn's energy to create a sustainable and resilient business. Saturn's influence is about discipline, perseverance, and long-term planning. It's the planet that teaches us the value of hard work and responsibility, pushing us to create structures that stand the test of time. Aligning with Saturn can help you establish strong foundations and develop the resilience needed for sustained success. Saturn in action: discipline, structure, and responsibility. 1. Discipline. Saturn thrives on routine and discipline. Use this energy to create consistent habits and practices that support your business goals. Action step here is to establish a daily routine that prioritizes your most important tasks. Stick to it consistently to build discipline. Structure. Saturn loves order and structure. Create systems and processes that streamline your operations and provide a solid framework for growth. The action step here is to review your current processes and identify areas for improvement. Implement systems that enhance efficiency and organization. 3. Responsibility. Saturn emphasizes responsibility and accountability. Take ownership of your actions and decisions and be prepared to face challenges head on. The action step here is to set clear goals and hold yourself accountable for achieving them. Regularly review your progress and make adjustments as needed. Saturn and business. In business, Saturn's influence is essential for creating stability and long-term success. Here's how to harness Saturn's energy in your professional life. 1. Long-term planning. 2. Financial management. 3. Quality and integrity. 1. Long-term planning. Saturn recognizes and encourages you to think beyond the immediate future. Set long-term goals and create a strategic plan to achieve them. The action step here is to develop a 5-year plan for your business. Outline your major milestones and the steps needed to reach them. 2. Financial management. Saturn's practicality is crucial for sound financial management. Ensure your finances are in order and plan for sustainable growth. The action step here is to review your financial statements regularly. Create a budget and stick to it to maintain financial health. 3. Quality and integrity. Saturn values quality and integrity. Focus on delivering high-quality products and services and maintaining ethical standards in all your dealings. The action step here is to implement quality control measures in your business. Ensure that your offerings meet high standards and reflect your values. The practical steps to align with Saturn are goal setting, time management, and continuous improvement. By aligning with Saturn, you can build a business that is resilient, sustainable, and structured for long-term success. Embrace Saturn's discipline, structure, and responsibility to create a solid foundation for your business. Remember, with Saturn by your side, you have the strength and perseverance to overcome challenges and achieve lasting success. Next, we'll explore the vibrant energy of the sun and how to harness its gifts of vitality, creativity, and leadership. Get ready to shine brightly, and lead with confidence. Chapter 8. The Sun. Embracing vitality, creativity, and leadership. The Sun, the center of our solar system, embodies vitality, creative, and leadership. Known for its radiant energy and life-giving force, the sun represents our core essence and the unique light we bring to the world. Let's dive into how you can harness the sun's energy to shine brightly in your business and lead with confidence. The energy of the sun is all about self-expression, creativity, and leadership. It encourages us to step into our power, embrace our unique gifts, and lead with authenticity. Aligning with the sun can help you tap into your inner vitality, inspire creativity, and become a confident leader. The sun in action: vitality, creativity, and leadership. 1. Vitality. The sun is a source of life and energy. Use this energy to fuel your passion and drive in your business. The action step here is to incorporate activities that boost your energy and boost your energy levels into your daily routines, such as exercise, healthy eating, and adequate rest. 2. Creativity. The sun governs creativity and self-expression. Tap into this energy to bring fresh, innovative ideas to your business. Dedicate time each day to creative pursuits and allowing yourself to be seen online. 3. Leadership. The sun's energy empowers you to take charge and lead with confidence. Use this influence to inspire and guide others. The action step here is to identify areas in your business where you can take a more active leadership role. Develop your leadership skills and lead with authenticity. The sun in business. In business, the sun's influence can elevate your brand and establish you as a confident and inspiring leader. Here's how to harness the sun's energy in your professional life. 1. Personal branding. The sun's energy highlights your unique qualities and strengths. Use this to create a personal brand that stands out and resonates with your audience. Action step here is to define your personal brand. Identify your unique strengths and qualities and incorporate them into your branding efforts. 2. Vision and purpose. The sun's influence helps you connect with your core purpose and vision. Clarify your business's mission and ensure it aligns with your values. The action step here is to revisit your business's mission statement. Ensure it reflects your true vision and purpose and communicate it clearly to your audience. 3. Inspiring others. The sun's radiant energy can inspire and motivate others. Use this to build a positive and empowering work environment. The action step here is to foster a culture of positivity and inspiration in your business. Encourage and support your team and lead by example. Practical steps to align with the sun. 1. Daily sunshine. 2. Creative expression. And 3. Leadership. By aligning with the sun, you can harness its radiant energy to bring vitality, creativity, and confident leadership into your business. Embrace the sun's influence to shine brightly, inspire others, and lead with authenticity. Remember, with the sun on your side, your potential for growth and success is limitless. Chapter 10. Balancing your energies for resonant success. Let's talk about balance. In the cosmic dance of life, sometimes we find ourselves out of sync. Maybe you're feeling sluggish, lacking that fiery drive, or perhaps you're too scattered, struggling to focus. Maybe you're not interested in being seen. Whatever the case, balancing your energies is key to coming into resonance with holistic success. If you're deficient in Mars energy, for example, you'll need to tap into rituals that ignite that warrior spirit within you. Recognizing imbalances. First, you need to recognize where you're out of balance. Are you feeling overly passive or lacking motivation? That's a Mars deficiency. Are you struggling to communicate effectively? That could be a Mercury issue. Are you unable to receive large amounts of money? That could be a Venus deficiency. Here's a quick guide to identifying imbalances. 1. Mars deficiency. Feeling unmotivated, passive, or fearful of taking action. 2. Mercury deficiency. Difficulty in communication, scattered thoughts or indecisiveness. 3. Jupiter deficiency, lack of growth, pessimism, or feeling stuck. 4. Venus deficiency, struggles with relationships, creativity blocks, or lack of harmony. 5. Saturn deficiency, disorganization, lack of discipline, or avoiding responsibility. 6. Sun deficiency, low energy, lack of confidence, or feeling overshadowed. 7. Moon deficiency, disconnection from emotions, intuition blocks, or feeling out of rhythm. To balance Mars energy, Mars is all about action, courage, and drive. If you're feeling a lack of Mars energy, you might find it hard to get things done or take bold steps. Here's how to balance it. Physical activity, surround yourself in red, and tell yourself through affirmations, affirm that you are powerful, courageous, and confident. Balancing Mercury energy. If your communication is off or your thoughts feel scattered, you might need Mercury energy. To balance, engage in activities that challenge your mind, like puzzles or reading or learning a new skill. You need mental stimulation. 2. Writing. Mercury thrives on communication. Write regularly to clear your mind and articulate your thoughts. And surround yourself in yellow. Mercury's color is yellow. For a ritual, you can keep a yellow notebook for your ideas and inspirations, carry it with you, and jot down thoughts throughout the day. Balancing other energies. You can use similar methods to balance the energies of other planets. For Jupiter, seek growth through learning and exploration. Engage in activities that expand your horizons. For Venus, create beauty and harmony in your environment. Spend time nurturing relationships. For Saturn, build routines and structures. Focus on discipline and long-term goals. For the Sun, engage in creative activities, spend time in sunlight, and embrace leadership roles. For the Moon, connect with your emotions. Practice intuition-enhancing activities like meditation or moon rituals. In the bonus masterclass, I'm going to be sharing with you potent rituals live. And if you're hearing this way in the future of this recording, then the recording of that masterclass will be always available to you for free. Practical steps for overall balance. You want to do daily check-ins, assess your energy levels, and identify any imbalances in any planetary influences. So each morning, take a few minutes to reflect on how you're feeling, note any ideas that feel off, and plan your day to address them. You want to have energy rituals. Incorporate rituals for planetary energy into your routine. Creating altars for certain planets with gifts and offerings that each planet likes is a very helpful ritual that I'm going to deepen for you in the masterclass, Rhythm, Ritual, and Resonance. And we want to create a mind-body connection. We want to pay attention to your physical and emotional well-being. Balance is about integrating both. Balancing your energies is essential for coming into resonance with holistic success. If one planetary energy is deficient, then your holistic guide for success can start to feel wobbly. Next, we'll dive into practical applications and case studies to see how these principles work in real-life scenarios inside of my free masterclass, Rhythm, Ritual, and Resonance. The first class is happening on August 27th, 2024. So if you're hearing this in the future and you're watching the visual audiobook in the future, then you can get the replay instant access with the link below. I'm so excited to be hosting this masterclass on a waning crescent moon. Now, let's get into some bonus material. So if you're listening and watching the visual audiobook, I decided that I wanted to give some bonus real life examples from my own life. This is the first time that I've written a book and then read it out loud to the public. I have created 6 figures in annual income, sometimes more, multiple 6 figures, almost $500,000 from energy and words. And I mean it. The way to have a successful business and a holistic business that is sustainable and successful over a long period of time, there's only 2 real things that we need to work on. It's our energy and our words. The long-term business success, like consistent strategy and systems, this is based off our energy. And our words will just be something that we will always be deepening, because our words are what attract people to our offers, because our words convey the value of our offerings. And the non-verbal words that move through our body through energy. So showing up online or showing up at networking events or in-person meetups where you are given the opportunity to promote your work. I like to show up online because that is me taking the greatest opportunity any facilitator has ever had to have people becoming more and more aware of the work that we each individually do for the benefit of the collective. It has never been easier to share our words and our energy to more people. And so I show up online because I love in-person things. And when I do something in person, the most people that I've showed up to an in-person workshop was at a retreat, and it was about 30 people. And it was so lovely to be live and in person with 30 people. And when I do a live video, or I share a reel, or I share a post, or I host a masterclass or an event, hundreds and hundreds of people can come, and thousands of people eventually move through the replays. And so I want to give my work and my body of work the best chance to be received. So when we're really working on our words, this is Mercury energy. And when we're working with a consistent practice of showing up and sharing our words and energy, this is also working with Mercury, Mars, and Saturn. So it's working with Mercury for daily routine in the form of like a more of a Virgo nature. So each planet also rules a particular sign, an astrological sign. Now, I like to work with the planets because you don't have to know anything about astrology to realize that there are planetary influences. We can physically see planets in the sky as stars, and we can follow the patterns that these planets make, and we can see symbols and patterns that these planets make over time, and that's pretty cool too. Whenever we're working with planetary forces from multiple angles, we can see how magical it truly is. And I will show some images of the patterns that Venus or another planet makes in the night sky. And scientists have printed out the dance that these planets create, and they're beautiful mandalas because everything has a pattern, everything has a rhythm, everything has this blueprint of how it works. It has innate knowledge, wisdom embedded within it. And so the energies are those innate knowledge, blueprints, wisdoms that are embedded with each planet. So over centuries, all sorts of mystics channels, muses, artists, people tapped in, astrologers, yogis, folks who are psychically aware and tuned in to the deeper meaning of existence and the patterns that are embedded in everything. Folks like you and I, in your own special way, in my own special way. But over centuries, we've collected this wisdom. It's been collectively understood that Venus represents beauty and love. It's been collectively understood that Saturn represents discipline and time. And it's not just New Age astrologers and hippies coming out and saying, oh, like passing down that Saturn is discipline because we're passing down that Saturn is discipline. If you look at the myths and legends that each planet and the name of each planet has, the energies are embedded in each of these stories. So you can look at the goddess Venus and understand her energies through the myths and stories. So right here, we're working with the energies and the words already because we want to focus this awareness for our purposes to have sustainable, long-lasting legacies, impactful success in our businesses, also growing our businesses from a financial perspective, because in order for our businesses to grow, our businesses need money. And in order for our lives to really look the way that we want them to look, our lives need more money. So growing your business is a very beneficial way, a very logical way also to grow and expand your life. When you have more money, you're able to create things that you wouldn't be able to create if you were still trying to just have the bare minimum. And so wherever you are right now, whether you are attracting your first few higher caliber clients or you've been in business for a really long time and you want to learn how to use these energies to grow and scale your business, this understanding of the planetary pulses helps you in every aspect of your business and at every stage. So I had to finally bring this wisdom forward. So how has this played out in my life? It's not that I've been keeping this a secret. It's just that so many people in mainstream society, they want the how-to, they want the blueprint, they want the X, Y, and Z. If I do X, Y, and Z, then I'll get these particular results. And I wanted that as well. And so I learned how to write compelling copy and persuasive sales pages. I learned how to structure my business so that it could hold automated and repeatable success. I got down with pricing my offers in a particular way so that the price of my offers make it so that the business can run. If we're just focused on low cost offers, but we don't have the volume of audience size, then it becomes an uphill battle, exhausting the audience size, and we got to keep creating new offers, or we got to grow our audience. And while growing your audience is always something that I think about, my audience has grown steadily and assuredly with the right people because of the holistic view that I have on business. And so my clients, when they come to me, I teach them both energy and copywriting. And now I'm combining the two into cosmic copywriting. So in my program, Rhythm, Ritual, and Resonance, It's a program that combines tried and true, timeless principles of copywriting with magnetic messaging principles that allow you to be able to speak words that magnetize folks who are resonating with your message, your values, your mission, who you are as a person, what you stand for, but also that words that are clearly expressed in precise terminology that it's understandable. Lots of people are sharing a message. Lots of people are not understandable. And this is all mixed in now with this rhythm that we're going to find in the sky of the moon phases and the astrological archetypes that come with each moon phase, where that moon, what sign that moon is during the time of the live program, and working with these energies, archetypes, and myths to enhance our efforts, to enhance the strategies, to enhance the copywriting principles that are timeless and are used by anybody who is advertising correctly. They're using copywriting principles. Nobody has ever had a successful business not understanding how to express the value of the offering. And this is across the board for businesses. Now, I worked with spiritual entrepreneurs. I work primarily and exclusively, actually, with spiritual entrepreneurs. And so I am weaving this magic into the mundane, really, but magic into these tried and true proven methods. This is why I know that my methods work for my kind of people, because we can often get so bored with copywriting principles, 5 ways to X, Y, and Z, 3 mistakes that you're making in business. And I have used these formulas and these hooks myself because they do work. But magic is just spending more time on something than anyone would reasonably expect. And when I really zoomed out into the success of my business, what was I doing in the moments where my business felt effortless, where my business was making great money, making a great impact, serving lots of people. My clients were writing me love notes, telling me how my offerings changed their lives. I did not dismiss the magic. I was doing rituals to invoke the aspects of these planets. And yes, if you're into astrology, then you know that you might be already predominant in certain kind of energy. For example, I'm a triple Sagittarius and I'm a triple Libra, meaning Jupiter rules Sagittarius and Venus rules Libra. So if I were to look at myself in the way that I show up naturally, without even reading my own book, without knowing what I know now, I am a very optimist person. I am very interested in higher learning. I have a master's degree in clinical psychology. I am interested in Jupiterian principles of being like a benefactor, like being a wisdom seeker and wisdom, like a delivering wisdom, the teacher, the sage, okay? And I run my business based on the relationships that I create with my clients and my audience. That's very Venusian. I run my business with beauty, even though I know that messaging and Mercury energy has a lot to do with why I've gotten so much success. You won't find me putting out a graphic that I don't find beautiful. Hopefully the collective is attracted as well, but I'm able to put out more content because I'm having fun making it beautiful, like hence this visual audiobook. So this is how these planetary influences have played out in my life unconsciously. But when I became conscious of this, I realized I had a deficiency sometimes in Saturn energy. I had a deficiency sometimes in Mars energy. Maybe I would subtly quit on myself, wouldn't have the fire to persevere, focus a lot on overthinking certain posts rather than keeping to my routine and disciplinary nature of, say, someone who is predominant in Saturn. So, no matter your birth chart, you can activate magic to increase whatever is deficient in your body. You can eat certain foods, you can wear certain colors, you can make offerings to these planets, and it's all magic. Magic is just spending more time on something than anyone would reasonably expect. And when you think of a business, nobody's reasonably expecting business owners to be praying and creating altars to Saturn or to Venus. And if you lack the discipline, you can do this work in a very ritualistic way and you're going to create discipline. And I do obviously invite the very practical money-making activities and becoming disciplined in those, and I teach on them in all of my programs really, but rhythm, ritual, and resonance. We're going to go over creating a rhythm that works for you and your lifestyle. And if you're catching us in the moment, in the divine timing, then you are welcome to join live. And the first session is free, August 27th, 2024. So let me see if there's one more example that I want to give you. Yes, I want to give you an example of my client, Nev, who had a lot of Saturn energy. She was very disciplined. She'd been showing up for a very long time, and she was wondering why she wasn't getting the recognition that she truly deserved. She was disciplined in her business. She had a routine. She also had good Venus energy. Her reels and posts were very, very beautiful. But when I got into the back end of her business, when she became a mentor client of mine in one of my masterminds that is now on pause as I deliver this work to the masses, but when I got inside of her business, I realized that she could use some Mercury energy. She was speaking very broadly and generally to her audience, giving them value like journal prompts and different activities. And she was telling her stories. She was showing up, but she finally felt like she was on the content hamster wheel because shouldn't she be further along at this point with that level of discipline? And a lot of business coaches are very prominent in Saturn energy. They'll be showing up every day. They will be focused on money. They will be focused on work and teaching you how to be productive. And that's some business coaches. And when I got looking at her words and her message, I realized where she could be more precise in her message, in who she was speaking to, and what her methods were. Much more mercurial. So we got to digging. She went on the journey that I take my clients on of finding out who the next level version of her client was and what words she wanted to speak to them, directly to them. She also didn't have her dream offer. So one of my very specialties is offer design and helping people to elevate their offerings. And so we went and we looked at all her offerings. What was the golden thread? What did she really want to be doing? And if the offerings that she was delivering were next level offerings that were going to catapult her into her next wealth era and the next magical era of her life. And it wasn't. And so she up-leveled her offer and she up-leveled her energy, became somebody who could hold these higher level clients by going first, receiving coaching, being vulnerable, showing up, sharing her message, taking herself through her own program. And then she started speaking precisely to dream to work with clients. And let me tell you, she got so deep in the mercurial energy, and mercurial energy is fast. This woman made her investment back within the first week of working together. That's mercurial energy. That's fast. That's saying, yes, we have a messaging problem. I want to communicate more effectively and clearly. Who is it that I'm speaking to? And in a week, shifting it up and making her investment back. Then she went on to have a successful launch, a 5-figure launch of her signature offer, and she still enrolls clients and students into the certification course. Now, as we up-leveled it into a certification course, she still enrolls high caliber people into this course again and again and again on repeat, which is now Saturnian energy. Disciplined structure, repeating systems, and we have a holistic business on our hands. If you are resonating with this message, I invite you to my masterclass. The first free session is all about learning these principles that will help you to double your revenue without needing to go viral, without needing to double your audience size, creating a whole new platform, being everywhere all at once, and being able to double your revenue by doubling down on your energy and your words. I'm so excited to be delivering this masterclass live August 27th, 2024. Again, if you're watching this in the future, lucky you, you get instant access to the replay. The link will be around. And I hope you have caught us live, but I will be delivering this program throughout the year at different points in the year live. So if you've caught us live, amazing. If you didn't catch us live, the invitation is to join the Conscious Creative Business School, where for only $200 a month, you get access to all self-paced courses, all recordings of the lives, and the lessons and resources that come with each module. So if you're catching anything of mine past the dates that are written next to the modules, then what you're going to want to do is join the school. And if you're interested in that course and that offer, you get to go through it in your own pace. And you are invited to anything live I host throughout the year. As a student in my school, you are invited to anything live I host throughout the year, and I host up to 6 programs live throughout the year. Anywhere from 4 to 6 programs live throughout the year. And in the Conscious Creative Business School, when we're in between live programs, you get live Q&A, weekly Q&A. You're never left alone. You're never stuck. This is real mentorship at an affordable rate. Thank you so much for being a part of this visual audiobook journey, and I will see you next time.